Have you ever noticed how some industries seem to play by a completely different set of rules? While a lot of businesses are worrying about the economy, the world of super high-end, ultra-luxury travel is just booming. It's a fascinating world, so let's dive right in and figure out why.
So, we're going to start by looking at what I like to call the luxury travel paradox. It's this huge split in the hotel world that actually tells us a ton about money, about status, and about our basic human desire for incredible experiences.
And this really gets to the heart of it. This is the big question, right? How is it that your average budget hotel is always in a price war, getting slammed every time the economy wobbles, but at the same time, five-star luxury resorts seem almost bulletproof? It's a huge, telling difference.
This really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got this constant fight to the bottom on price and a ton of uncertainty. And on the other, well, you've got this incredible resilience and steady, sustained growth. This isn't just a small gap, folks. It's a fundamental truth about who is traveling and, maybe more importantly, why they're traveling in the first place.
Okay, so to really get to the bottom of this, we've got to shift from the what to the why. We have to get inside the head of the customer because honestly, the mindset of the wealthy traveler is the engine that drives this entire luxury machine.
See, for this group, travel isn't just a 2-week break from work. No way. It is a core, fundamental part of their lifestyle. It's about signaling status, building social capital. It's about collecting experiences, not just things. It's even a form of strategic self-care, a way to stay on top of their game. Plus, it's a huge opportunity for business and networking. And of course, you need the financial freedom and time to pull it all off. And let's not forget about revenge travel, that post-pandemic surge that just threw gasoline on this entire fire. This quote just absolutely nails it. Think about it. Once you have the nice house and the nice car, what's next? Another car? The real status, the real currency of success today, is found in unique, one-of-a-kind experiences. That's the stuff that creates lasting memories and stories you can tell. That's the new ultimate status symbol.
So you've got this incredibly reliable, high-spending group of customers. The big question is, how do you build a business around them? Well, let's meet the company that has completely mastered this game, Host Hotels and Resorts.
And here is the truly brilliant part of their strategy. Host Hotels and Resorts, we'll call them HST. They own the physical real estate, the actual buildings of some of the most famous luxury hotels on Earth. But they don't manage the front desk. They don't handle the housekeeping. They aren't the ones doing room service. It's a fascinating and incredibly powerful way to do business.
So let's take a quick look at how they got here. HST actually spun out of the original Marriott Corporation, and the key moment, the absolute game changer, was that split back in 1993. Marriott decided, hey, we're going to focus on managing and franchising hotels. We want to be asset light. And that move allowed Host to become this absolute powerhouse that just focuses on owning the best real estate, eventually becoming what's known as a pure-play lodging REIT.
All right, I just used a fancy term, REITs. So what in the world is a REIT, and how does this strategy give HST such a massive, massive advantage? Let's break it all down.
Okay, so a REIT, or a real estate investment trust, is basically a company that owns a big portfolio of properties that generate income. The easiest way to think about it is like a mutual fund, but instead of buying a basket of stocks, you're buying shares in a collection of giant high-end buildings. And here's a key rule. They are required by law to pay out at least 90% of their taxable income to shareholders as dividends.
So here's how the HST machine works. It's pretty simple, actually. Step 1, HST owns a spectacular piece of property, like a Ritz-Carlton building. Step 2, a world-class brand like Marriott or Hilton comes in and runs the day-to-day operations. Step 3, you and I, the guests, pay top dollar for that amazing experience. Step 4, the profits from running the hotel flow from the operator back to HST, who is the landlord. And finally, step 5, HST turns around and distributes almost all of that income to its shareholders. It's a beautiful cycle of value.
You can really see the financial advantage here when you look at a key metric the industry uses called RevPAR. That's revenue per available room. As you can see, it's not even close. The RevPAR for the luxury hotels that HST owns just absolutely towers over economy hotels. We're talking higher rates, higher occupancy, and all of that translates directly into bigger profits for the one who owns the building.
And remember, it's not just about selling rooms. These luxury properties are total cash flow machines with so many different streams of income. You've got award-winning restaurants, massive corporate conferences, world-class spas, high-end shopping, All of it adds to the bottom line, which makes owning these buildings incredibly valuable.
So if you were to sum up their entire strategy, it really rests on these pillars. They leverage the power of iconic brands, they bet on the resilience of that wealthy traveler we talked about, they own properties in prime locations where it's nearly impossible for a competitor to come in and build something new, and they get to benefit from the world's best hotel managers running their assets. It all comes together to create this powerful, defensive moat around the whole business.
And trust me, this model has been through the ringer. It's been battle-tested. Back in the 2008 financial crisis, the luxury end of the market just held up better. And after the pandemic in 2020, a complete global shutdown, HT's strong financial position combined with that revenge travel surge fueled an incredibly powerful comeback. This is a strategy that is really built to last.
All right, let's wrap things up by looking ahead. What's next for the world of luxury travel and for the companies that have built empires on it?
Well, the definition of luxury never stays still, does it? The future isn't just about gold-plated faucets anymore. It's about using AI to create hyper-personalized stays. It's about sustainability being a core value, not just a buzzword. It's about a deep focus on wellness. The next generation of travelers, they're demanding authentic, immersive trips, and companies like HST need to make sure their properties are delivering just that.
And that really leaves us with this one big final thought. In a world where wealth continues to grow and people's tastes are constantly changing, the very idea of a luxury experience is being rewritten right before our eyes. So the real question is, what will that next generation of travel look like? And who is going to be the ultimate landlord for those future experiences?